Well, hello, welcome back to this unprepared video, where I am going to be talking about the Pass Royale. So of course, Pass Royale season 1 just ended, and now we're on season 2, Shipwrecked. Um, we're like 4 days in right now, and yeah, there's the new season Battle Pass. So what changed? Um, so the most notable change, of course, legendary chests instead of being, or at least on the Path Royale side, instead of being 35, tier 35 is actually tier 5 this time. So you get it earlier but less strikes. Um, and then, of course, your new emote, and then your new tower skin. Alright, but that's basically it. But however, I just want to talk about my opinion of Path Royale. As you see, I do not have it this month. And the reason why I don't have it this month is I didn't think it's worth it to get it this month. I got it last month, even though I want to be a free-to-play player. I'm no longer free-to-play since of course, I'm no longer free-to-play since I paid $5 for the first past season. But that's fine, right? Um, but yeah, today, because I've played for a month, now I can talk about, I guess I'll take the Goblin Cage. Now I can talk about the Path Royale, in my opinion, my full opinion of it. And it's going to be interesting here. But first off, of course, Pass Royale. Um, I'm talking about who it is for. But oh, a legendary out of a giant chest. That's cool. Magic Archer, new buff Magic Archer. All right, I'll take it. And we'll show some replays. So again, Goblin Draft Challenge. I actually got. I wish I would have kept it because I accidentally took the last reward. But I went 15-1. And the one game I lost, I disconnected. So we'll play that disconnection first. But of course, oh my god, it was a pretty easy challenge. It's Goblin Draft Challenge, another card. But anyways, Pass Royale, let's talk about it. Again, this game I lost. I may have lost even if I didn't disconnect, but there's still a possibility that I would have won. So, sadly, I got 15-1, but yeah. Anyways, opinion of Pass Royale. So of course, Pass Royale adds, your golden name, more rewards, chest queue, strikes, emote, tower skin, unlimited continue. Of course, with the update, new arena, and that's basically all it, right? But we'll go through the list and Pass Royale. What is my review of Pass Royale? So golden name, which is the most obvious thing when you get Pass Royale. People with Pass Royale have a golden name. What's my opinion on it? I don't give a poop. All right, about golden name. It just shows that you have Pass Royale. It doesn't mean that you're better than anybody. It doesn't mean that you're worse than anybody. It just means that you paid $5 to get Pass Royale and you have it. So that's basically it. So I don't really care about the golden name. That's useless about it. For me, anyways, you might like it, but for me, Pass Royale golden name is useless. Anyways, new arena. As we see, we have a new arena right now, and it's an island. Last time it was a ship. This time it's an island. You can see sand. There's there's an archer. There's a barbarian. There's some trees. There's some bombs on the ground. The new arena is cool, but again, it's the same thing with the golden. I don't really care. It's cool that Supercell is going out of their way and making a new arena skin every season, but I don't really care. It's cool, like I said. They're spending time on making the arena. But again, like the golden name, it's just a vanity thing. It doesn't affect gameplay. It doesn't affect anything. And so I don't really care about that. So yeah, anyways. Of course, with the Pass Royale, you get more rewards. So instead of your normal crown chest every day, you're getting tokens, you're getting crown chests. Not only regular crown chests, but you're getting crown chests with rares. So like a rare chest full of rares, and then you get a chest full of epics. The chest full of epics is almost like an epic chest, but it's like a little bit worse. Just a tad bit worse. And of course, with the rewards, you also get, I think I mentioned trade token, you also get gold, and then you get strikes and emotes, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. The rewards, just in general, super nice. It's worth the $5 if you calculate the rewards, in terms of, value. The rewards are definitely better than buying, of course you have to work for it, right? But it's better than buying, in my opinion, I think it's better than buying chests from the shop, because chests from the shop are extremely overpriced. So the rewards you're getting from Pass Royale are really good. I think this is where I disconnected. Somewhere here I disconnect. But the rewards from the chest, from the shop suck. But the rewards from the Pass Royale are actually pretty good. So rewards super nice. I mean, they're not like super good, super good. But you're only paying $5, so that's good. And then so after rewards, I guess I'll talk about strikes. So you get strikes the more you get strikes. And so what I didn't know about last season is that these strikes, um, you can use them on every chest you get. And so as you see here, the more you play, the more. So after you get tier 2, and tier 4, you get a lot of strikes. And then let's say I open this chest, I can strike 3 times. And so it's like a lightning chest where you like strike it. And of course the final chest, you get to strike a lot of times. And then you can also strike the chest on these sides. And like I said, like a long time ago, I think that that's another legendary. Guys, I got the fisherman. Alright, then I got a legendary from my giant chest, which was the what legendary again from a giant chest? Magic Archer. Then I got a bandit. Guys, so much legendaries. Like Supercell, I'm like hating on it, kinda hating Supercell right now. And they're giving me all this good stuff. Like what the heck? But anyways, yeah, the strikes, it's a little bonus that you can get. Like, you can, of course, let's say I open this chest and I don't like bomb tower, I can strike it, try to get fireball or whatever I want. The thing about the strikes is, one, they're nice, but they're super inconsistent. Like, if you want to target strike a certain rare or a common, like, you can't get it. Like, I think last season I was trying to target strike arrows because I really wanted to max out my arrows, which I did. However, the target striking for arrow just takes forever. This is the game that got me to 15 wins. But just targeting for arrows is just the striking is nice, but it's super inconsistent. So I don't really like the strikes that much. I think that not only are they inconsistent, but it also clogs up the pass. Cause like I said, the rewards, again, the gold, the chest, the trade tokens, they're all good. But the strikes, not only do they clog up, like as you saw there, like tier 2 you got strikes, so you basically get nothing. But it's also inconsistent. You don't exactly get what you want every time, and I can strike I can use like 8 strikes and not get the card I was looking for. And so, like I said, the strikes are kinda useless. They're kinda nice, but they're also kinda useless. And again, they clog up the Pass Royale. So I'm not a big fan of strikes. I would say get rid of strikes. I hate strikes. But again, it's fine because you do get a lot of rewards. Okay, on top of the strikes, you also get emote. You can also get one exclusive emote and one exclusive tower skin for that season. So season 1, obviously, you got that fish slap emote or the fish punching emote, which that guy that I lost to used after I disconnected. And then you also get the tower skin from last season. So that's the tower skin my opponent's using right now, which is like the Shark Tank. And in this season, the emote is like the king, like doing a hooray sign, or like the hooray punch with his arm. And then the tower skin is like a sand tower skin. So my final thoughts on those, I think it's cool how it's like exclusive. Like you can obviously, since it's like it's like a battle pass, right? It's like something that is limited, and then you get skins for it, right? It's like they do in a Fortnite and PUBG too, right? I'm pretty sure they do it in there. But obviously it's cool that they're limited, so the people who like to collect stuff is good for them. But for me personally, who doesn't really care about the vanity stuff, like tower skins and emotes, I think it's hit or miss. Last season I thought that the tower skin and I thought the emote were good. I really like last season's emote, which is like the fish punching. But this season's emote is absolute trash. Or I'm gonna kill this. I'm gonna beat this guy right now, and I'll show you the emote of this season's Pass Royale. It's garbage. I hate the emote this season. I think it's so bad. I think it's not worth it to get. Well, look at this. Right? It's so bad. It's not good at all. I mean, it's the king, but it's not good. It's not good. Maybe I'm just a hater, but I just don't think it's good. And the tower skin this season's alright. I mean, it's not good, but it's not super bad. So yeah, I think in terms of buying the Pass Royale for like the limited emote and tower skin, I think it's hit or miss. Like last season it was good. This season is garbage. So it's just depending on if you're thinking about buying the Pass Royale, of course, like look at the skin and the tower skin and think, do I like it? Am I gonna use it? Or maybe you're kind of like me. I don't really care about tower skin or emote. However, it's nice to have a good one. Like it's nice to have the fish punching one because I really like that one. And so yeah, I think again the emo and tower skin final thoughts is hit or miss. Like last season was good, this season's bad. Hopefully next season is better. And then let's talk about stuff that's not directly on the tiers, like unlocking 10 crown chests and tiers, or 10 crowns and getting a tier up. We also have chest queue. And the chest queue, what it is you're opening a chest, and then you can open another chest, or you can after that chest opens, you can already have one prepared to be opened. And so let's say I open a silver chest for 3 hours, and then I can queue up another silver chest. So after the 3 hours, this other silver chest starts to open immediately, which is super good. If you don't play consistently and you don't check the game a lot, is good because you don't need to religiously check your game to open chests. Instead of checking every 3 hours, you can check every 6 hours or 8 hours. So the chest queue is super nice. And let's say before you go to sleep, your chest only has an hour left, and then boom, you can queue up a golden chest or like a 12-hour chest, like a magical chest or a giant chest, and then boom, you are good to go, right? It's super good. Chest queue is like, for me personally, it was like literally the best thing of the Pass Royale because it actually made me play more. I was opening more chests in general, and so I had more chest slots, and so of course I played more games because I wanted to fill up that chest. I wanted to fill up all my chest slots and not be wasteful. And so the chest queue thing, I think, was super good. Was super good. So I like the chest queue thing. Again, it would be nice for free-to-play players to have access to that chest queue, but no, you have to pay $5 for the chest queue, and that on its own might even be worth it just to get the Pass Royale. And of course, you're getting the reward and stuff, like I said. And then after that chest queue, there's also the unlimited continue. And so when I first heard of the unlimited continue and when I first tried it out, I thought it was busted. I thought it was like, this is so busted. Like, you can never lose a challenge and get all the rewards in one try. Broken. Not necessarily. So what I learned through playing with the Pass Royale and stuff is it really, the unlimited continue, it really depends on the type of player you are and the challenge itself. So let's say you're a super good player. Like I wouldn't say I'm super good, but I would say I'm good enough to complete challenges in most of the times. I can complete it in one try. Like this challenge, 15 wins, Goblin Barrel Draft, I annihilated most of these people. Like I said, if I didn't disconnect that one game, I may have gotten 15-0. And so if you're a good player, or a player, I don't want to say good, but a player who can complete the challenge without losing it, or even if you lose one time, you can always continue with 100 gems, or with 50 gems, or however it is, depending on the reward. So let's say that, this challenge in particular, the Goblin Barrel Challenge, the rewards were really good in my opinion. I think that the gold was like, after a certain amount of wins, after like 10 wins, you got like 10,000, 12,500, and then like 15,000, which is super good, which is definitely worth 100, is worth 100 gems, because if you calculate 100 gems in Grand Challenge rewards, 100 gem is generally 10,000 coins. Let's say you get 9 wins in the Grand Challenge, which is super hard, by the way. Getting 12 wins is 22,000. But let's be honest here, none of y'all are getting 12 wins, alright, unless you're super pro. But again, like generally, I I value 100 gems at 10,000 gold, and so continuing, even if you lose once, is good. It's worth it in my opinion. Um, and so what I'm trying to get at is that the unlimited continue, even though it's super like good, because you don't need to waste gems. For a player like me who's able to complete the challenge in one try or at least two tries, I can definitely beat it in two tries. I don't need to lose that many times. Um, is not that good. The continue feature is not that good. Um, that being said, though, not all challenges they give you that continue option. Sometimes you have to restart from fresh. Let's say it's a 9-win challenge of whatever, and you lost at 7 or 8 wins. Sometimes it resets. So depending on what Supercell likes to do, they can make a challenge have the continue button or have the reset button. And now the reset button sucks because let's say you're not that good at Clash Royale and you bought the Pass Royale so that you can finish all the challenges. Well, now all of a sudden, if there's a challenge which doesn't have the continue button, then the unlimited continue is not as valuable because you can't continue with the losses or you can't continue with the wins you have. So let's say you're not a good player and you got like 5 wins and it's a 9-win challenge and then you have to reset. Well, I mean, how likely it is for you to complete it if you got 5 wins the first time? So you're gonna have to waste time. You're gonna have to spend more time to complete it. It is not even guaranteed that you're gonna get the final reward. And so you can continue all you want, but it's not a guaranteed. So those the unlimited continue, in my opinion, sucks. Like there was a challenge last season where I got like 4 or 5 wins, and the continue button wasn't there. And even though I had unlimited resets, I didn't complete that challenge because I'm not gonna waste my time playing that crap again, right? And so the unlimited continue, it just depends on whether Supercell wants to put a continue button there or not. Not only that, but also Supercell doesn't. There's not always going to be a challenge which you can continue. For example, there could be global tournaments, which the unlimited continue doesn't matter because you can't continue after you're knocked out of a global tournament. And so, like I said, all in all, what I'm trying to get at, to summarize, the unlimited continue, although it's good, is not that good because some challenges there will not be a continue button. So even if you get a free reset, you don't get a free continue. Not only that, but sometimes if you complete a challenge in one try, then the unlimited continue just ends up being pointless. Now, my final opinion. Alright, sorry about the cut there. But my final opinion, right? My final opinion so now that I talked about all the features of the Pass Royale, which I think those are all the features of the Pass Royale. There could be something that I'm missing, but I think in general that's it. My final opinion is that if you spend money on the game, you should definitely, this is like a 100% you should get this. Because again, $5, the rewards are good. I mean, right, the rewards, the general rewards, the gold that you're gonna get, the gold, the trade token, and the cards that you get, that's guaranteed value. You could get additional value from your strikes, from your unlimited continues and resets, and your chest queue. That's additional value you can get. So base value, you're already getting card, gold, trade tokens. Additional value, again, like I said, unlimited continues and resets, strikes, and chest queue. That is your additional value if you choose to get it. So like, it's super good. But if you're free to play, if you are a free to play player, it's not really a feature that is I think it's not a feature that's big enough to get you out of that free to play. You know, I don't think it's a feature that you have to get. I don't think the Pass Royale is something that you need to get if you're a free to play player. Like if I known about it, if I like know what I know now, I probably wouldn't have gotten it the first season because again, it's not really that good. You're gonna get more stuff, but it's not like super necessary for you to get it. However, even if you're free to play, but you're thinking about putting money into the game, um, Pass Royale is definitely your best. It's literally your best option in my opinion. Do not buy the chests in the shop because those are all ripoffs. If you want to buy gems for challenges and stuff, that's fine. But I think if you want to spend money in a game, Pass Royale. However, Pass Royale shouldn't be something that makes you put money into the game. It shouldn't be something that makes you feel like you want to force yourself to buy or to spend money in the game. So that's kind of like my final opinion on Pass Royale. When it comes to that, when it comes to what it is and its value. But if I want to talk about improvements for the Pass Royale, of course, I have just a little bit to talk about when it comes to improvements. But I think the number one thing that I want to see for Pass Royale, what I want to see for improvement, is make it cost gems. All right, I know. Maybe a lot of people might think that, oh no, it should not cost gems. It's something that is gonna cost money, so that Supercell gets the money. You know, uh, people might think that, if this is available to everybody, then that's bad somehow. But again, I think it should cost gems. I think it should cost. It's $5. $5 can buy you 500 gems. So why not make it 500 gems? I don't understand. All right, again, a lot of people say, because this update, the update added Pass Royale, but it didn't add anything for free-to-play players. And then people are going to argue, oh, wait. But this update does add stuff for free-to-play players, because you get a free legendary. Oh, at the end of the season, you get a free legendary, and it's better for free-to-play players because they get a free legendary, right? Yes, you are right. This update does improve the life of a free-to-play player. You are absolutely 100% correct. There's no way. I'm not being sarcastic right now. I'm being totally truthful. There's no way to argue that this update was technically better for free-to-play players because you get a bit more stuff. However, if literally every update that Supercell makes, like, oh, this update, we're gonna add this big feature that only people can pay money to get. Oh, and we also bump up the cards you get in Silver Chest by like 1. So boom, that update is better for free-to-play players because you can get more cards. Yes, that's true. There's no denying you're gonna get more cards. But it's just so minimal, the change you get. Like, yes, free-to-play players are gonna get more stuff. However, the problem is that free-to-play players are missing out on a really cool feature, and it's not accessible to them because they can't, or it's not accessible to them because they have to pay money for it, right? Even though it's free to play, or even though free-to-play players are gonna get better stuff, having a feature that's so cool that they can't get, that they have to pay money for, seems, for me, in my opinion, it seems very cruel to the free player, and it seems like a straight up cash grab by Supercell. Like, they're forcing people to spend money on a feature that they can easily make worse gems, right? And again, like I said, the problem is that even though free-to-play players are benefiting from the Pass Royale update, the problem is not that they're getting less stuff, or the problem is that they're not. Okay, the problem isn't that free-to-play players are not getting enough cards and stuff. The problem is that free-to-play players have a feature that they can't access, and that's bad. It's designed for a feature that's literally designed for free-to-play players not to have access to. For me, it seems terrible. So I really dislike that about the Pass Royale. That's the one thing I hate most about the Pass Royale. But aside from that, surprisingly, I think, aside from the Pass Royale costing money, I think that is fine. I mean, obviously, there could be more stuff added to it, more rewards, more interesting rewards, better rewards, something to address that people complete it really early, and maybe something to address that. But I honestly like the direction that it's going. Is basically giving people more rewards if they work for it. I mean, that's basically the Pass Royale. You get more rewards, but you have to work for it, and I like that. I like that about the Pass Royale, and I would. It's a great feature in my opinion. However, again, um, it's only accessible to people who pay $5. But it's a good feature, and that's why I think it's kind of sad. Um, but yeah, I think, in my opinion, I think that the Pass Royale is fine. I think it's definitely fine. Um, but I like the direction it's going. Obviously, Clash Royale is going to improve it in the future. There's no doubt about it. Um, but for now, I think that, I won't be getting the Pass Royale unless they add a really cool skin or they do something really cool with it, or if they make it cost gems. If it make cost gems, I'll get it. I'll get it. Even if I need to buy gems to get it, I'll still get it because I like the business that they're allowing free to play players to get it. I'll support Supercell if they made it if they made it free to play friendly, the Path Royale. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. This is kind of a rambling video. I don't know if my point got across in a lot of times, but I do have my notes here, and I discuss everything in my notes. But yeah, Pass Royale, $5, boys, for a lot of good features. I like it. I like Pass Royale. It didn't cost money. I would like it even more, but yeah, it's not terrible. So yeah, see you guys in the next video, wherever that would be. Just showing my stats, because I was like showing the stats. Thank you for watching. Yeah.